Good morning. My name's Emmy Oudman and I'm the Business Improvement Consultant with Cartmel. I was contracted by Ultimate to provide strategic analysis following a comprehensive environmental, social and governance and market positioning assessment. Today's presentation addresses three critical challenges that will fundamentally determine Ultimate's future over the next 5 to 10 years in becoming Australia's premier ESG-driven rail component supplier. Our analysis reveals a transformational opportunity worth $4.2 million in net present value through integrated ESG, market expansion and technology innovation strategies. Ultimate faces three strategic challenges that are costing it $933,000 per year. The ESG maturity lags significantly at 23% against the 67% industry benchmark. This is causing compliance failures and contract exclusions worth $361,000 per year. Domestic market saturation and competitive pressure is eroding Ultimate's market share by $392,000 per year. And technology disruption by gaps in implementing Industry 4.0 technology is threatening Ultimate's business model by $180,000 per year. These challenges, however, create an opportunity. Research by Khan, Serafim and Yoon demonstrates that ESG leaders achieve a 4.8% higher return. We recommend three interconnected strategic responses that create a regenerative flywheel effect. Implement an ESG framework, expand to the Southeast Asian area, and provide digital innovation leadership. These three create a flywheel effect. Through ESG excellence, we can enable credible regional expansion while technology innovation differentiates Ultimate's value proposition for both domestic and international success. Firstly, our ESG transformation. This strategy targets science-based objectives that are validated by Porter and Kramer's shared value research. Ultimate should aim for a 25% carbon footprint reduction, an 80% circular economy implementation through refurbishing contracts, and universal design excellence that meet the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. This creates an $840,000 annual sustainability premium. Study by Eccles and Klimenko of 3,000 companies confirms that ESG leaders consistently capture 15 to 20% valuation premiums for government reporting lines. The result provides a competitive advantage. By proactively complying with the Modern Slavery Act and the Task Force on Climate Change requirements, Ultimate creates a first-mover advantage as sustainability requirements intensify across government rail procurement. Southeast Asian market entry leverages Ultimate's unique tricultural advantage for sustainable growth. This opportunity is massive. The region shows a 49 to 66% urbanization growth rate, which is tripling transport demand and creating a $450 million component opportunity across metro and regional rail. Our VRIN analysis shows Ultimate has something competitors can't replicate: a tricultural advantage that's valuable through our Chinese manufacturing, our European design, and Australian accessibility synthesis. This is rare in the market and would take competitors decades to imitate. We can enter this market for just $54 million over 6 years, half the cost of manufacturing alternatives. This partnership-based approach reduces competitive risks while enabling diversified revenue streams across multiple OEMs. The Dynamic Capabilities Framework supports this through regional market sensing, rapid customization, and continuous learning. Technology innovation leadership applies Christensen's disruptive innovation framework through digital transformation and circular economy integration. Platform economics research by Parker, Van Alsten and Chowdhury shows platform businesses achieve 5 times revenue growth compared to linear models. Our innovation portfolio therefore targets 3 areas: ultra-reliability door systems, IoT-enabled predictive maintenance platforms, and components as a service, recurring revenue. So there are 3 possible revenue streams: predictive maintenance, which generates $380,000 per year; digital analytics licensing, producing $240,000, and circular economy consulting, which adds $160,000. These capabilities create long-term service relationships that can span 15 to 35-year component life cycles. They provide stable revenue while establishing technical barriers that prevent competitive replication and customer migration. The implementation of this transformation requires sophisticated risk management and change leadership. Our risk analysis is clear. ESG performance creates a loss of $361,000. Market erosion, a $392,000 loss, and technology obsolescence, 60,000% probability of $180,000 loss. However, strong leadership converts these into opportunities. By applying Kotter's empirically validated 8-step change process, which Higgs and Rowland's research shows increases transformation success by 67%, we have an upside, an $840,000 annual sustainability premium, a $1.2 million government contract enhancement, and a $60 million regional platform potential. The knowledge transfer from Ultimate Europe's 72% ESG maturity accelerates implementation. The leadership challenge requires paradoxical thinking, maintaining operational excellence while driving innovation. So we recommend immediate implementation through 2 integrated initiatives. First, ESG governance transformation. Establish a board sustainability committee, appoint a chief sustainability officer, and authorize an $8 million phase 1 investment. Second, develop the Southeast Asian regional platform to leverage Ultimate's tricultural advantage with a $54 million investment over 6 years. The expected success metrics to measure over the next 3 to 6 months include an ESG maturity growth from 25 to 65%, government contract win growth from 34 to 67%, and 8% Southeast Asian market growth, and a $780,000 annual technology platform revenue. These outcomes position Ultimate as Australia's premier ESG-driven rail component supplier with sustainable competitive advantages across domestic and regional markets. Thank you. Having presented Ultimate's strategic transformation, I'd now like to share my learning and how it's relevant to my role. As a business improvement consulting that supports manufacturing clients, I've discovered how my Myers-Briggs ENFJ leadership style creates a unique value in complex transformations. I help clients navigate 3 critical areas: digital innovation with its technology integration challenge, cultural alignment, which requires behavioral change, and profitability optimization, which demands strategic resource allocation. My natural ENFJ strengths, change management excellence, culture transformation, and stakeholder alignment, make me a natural transformation catalyst. I excel in inspiring vision, building learning cultures, managing change anxiety, and creating psychological safety. However, I need to develop constructive conflict management, data-driven decision-making, and systematic learning processes. My optimization strategy therefore focuses on partnering with analytical leaders, CFOs, data teams, and technology experts. My learning reveals a key insight. My leadership type brings authentic leadership that people trust, an integration mindset connecting innovation to culture and profitability, sustainable change through people engagement, and human-centered approach that makes complex transformation accessible. This combination of natural people-focused strengths with analytical partnerships creates a powerful, lasting business transformation. But as an ENFJ leader, my MBA learning has provided knowledge of the frameworks that reveal both my natural strengths as well as development needs in my role as a business improvement consultant. Shoemaker's framework shows my strength in anticipation, scanning for future patterns and alignment, which is my superpower for creating shared vision. However, I struggle with interpretation of cold data and systematic learning, especially post-project reviews that might reveal conflict. Fry Morris Trust research has highlighted my dilemma. While I excel at empathy and authenticity, my conflict avoidance actually undermines the logic component of trust. And when I avoid difficult conversations about performance, resource allocation, or strategic trade-offs, stakeholders can question my analytical rigor. Cantor's research on leading positive change exposes my biggest vulnerability. During transformations, miserable middles, the resistance, setbacks, and fatigue, my instinct is to smooth over problems rather than address them directly. And this actually prolongs the difficult phase instead of pushing through it. So the skills I need are constructive conflict management, data-driven decision-making, systematic learning processes, and transparent communication about difficult truths while maintaining a vision. The bottom line is, in the next 6 months, I need to transform my natural empathy from conflict avoidance into skillful navigation of necessary tension. This integration of academic frameworks with consulting practice creates development that is both theoretically grounded and practically relevant to my role. So I have 2 specific development plans to address these competency gaps. Plan 1, apply Hampton-Turner's dilemma theory for executive conflict leadership. Instead of avoiding difficult decisions and conversations about workforce automation or sustainability trade-offs, I'm now going to develop the both-and thinking capability using Harold's 4-point framework. And Plan 2, leverage the Change Management Institute's framework with Doer's OKRs methodology and integrate L'Arche's responsible management principles with Kane's digital leadership requirements. These will position me as a trusted transformation advisor who can bridge academic excellence with practical implementation. This will allow me to better navigate business paradoxes, which ultimately is how to show my clients how to maintain operational excellence while driving innovation and balance stakeholder needs with business performance. Thank you very much.